Hi YouTube, welcome back to another video. Yesterday I recorded a long video and today when I checked it, the sound was off. Like, I can describe how disappointed I was the moment that I was like just checking to see like how it goes and stuff, and boom, no sound. So mainly I will just update you about the 2 days. I will give like a video for like 2 days, because yesterday is supposed to be today's upload and this one is supposed to be tomorrow's upload. I was, taking an approach to kind of like just at least have a day prior for me to kind of like, focus on delivering videos, but yeah. So the first day we decided to kind of like just understand what kind of skills we have, and then from there we just talk about to whom we can help with these skills, or to whom we can support with these things. We call them services, and we start calling the people that we can help them with that service, our ideal clients, right? Then the second video I showed you exactly where to find or to do a small research of like, where do you think your client are spending their most time? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? Is it TikTok? Is it, I don't know what kind of platform you be thinking about, but yeah. Then the third video, it was mostly to how to connect to these ideal clients. I also explained that you have to kind of like just reach out and introduce yourself. It's always lovely to introduce yourself and to go from that door, better than using like those messages, cold messages. I am like any of you, I don't read those messages. As much as they are like tempting, and sometimes they are even like solving a problem that I have, but I don't go through that simply because I'm tired. Like, I receive a lot of them. I need something that is a little bit different, right? So something that is a little bit different would be someone that actually initiate to have like an introduction, and then we have like a conversation. Maybe that time I can just consider looking at what they're offering, right? So they have at least better attention, better chance getting my attention than someone else. Again, I'm not a role model when it comes up to the client, so it depends upon like where they are. But in general, all of these people that are like sending cold messages and this, that, the other, the average of like conversion out of it, it's so low compared to when a person is actually invested into a relationship. Of course, it's gonna take time, which is something that I've been saying, like, it will take time. So it's like planting the seeds. It's not that you're gonna get things, immediately like this. It's like you're planting the seeds and then moving ahead with it, right? I also talked about yesterday, I also talked about how marketing and sales kind of like they go together. Like, you cannot do one without the other. Like, if you approach me and you are like talking about the services and you this, that, and the other, I would go and see how you're doing on social media and what kind of things people are saying about you, and I see what kind of quality you're actually putting out there. So pretty much this is how I would approach these things, right? So I talked about that, and then I talked about what I was doing. So for me, just to be clear with you, so for me, the way that I get clients is the exact way that I'm sharing with you guys. So it's like, this is how I get them, this is how the conversion goes, and then I'll take you with me. Now, I've been doing this for like the past 8 years, so that's why I'm here to share my knowledge and stuff so you guys can learn from it, and I can just share that with you. I get that feeling of like sharing these things with you, right? So working on your social media, focusing on being on the platform where the person or the ideal client is, right? And make sure that you're there. If they're on Twitter and you are on Twitter, I would recommend you to start replying to questions and make sure that you're replying on the daily basis, because this is gonna allow you to, outstand out there. It's the content, but the replying is what gets you, the better reach and impressions and. If it's LinkedIn, do the best that you can to kind of like just connect with someone use something different, whether it's a voice message, whether it's a video, whether I don't know how you would approach that, but from a perspective of like, get out of the box. Don't be like the other people, like sending cold messages. Try to be creative with that. Now, after this, I'm going to talk to you about my process. So for me, the past few days, I've been having calls and I've been having like a lot of partnerships, because if you want to go far, you need to go together. So for me, I'm just formulating some partnerships as well, because it's going to help me like understand who's doing what, and it's going to help me build a better space for all of these content creators around the world. So that's mainly my main focus at the current moment. And at the same time, I'm doing the calls with like prospecting. So I'll be just sharing values, I'll be sharing insights and stuff. And if they wanted to kind of like know what would be the price if I were to do the work for them, I'll give them the price point. Now, mind you, just to give you an idea, I have one client. So I already got one. And it's easy, because the moment that you get to express who you are and learn more about them, and to be honest with you, you are not going to be able to help everyone. You have like a specific type of people that you're going to, be able to help. So the more that you get clear on how you can help people and what kind of people, the better for you to kind of like work better. Because sometimes, yes, you might meet some people. I met some people where they would just like be like, hey, this is our company podcast. We're willing to invest, let's say, $1,000 on it. And they want it to be, growing from a workflow perspective, from a marketing perspective, and from sales perspective. Now, anyone with the right, approach of like doing sales, they would walk away from it saying like, no, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I would ask questions like, okay, so you want this X amount of growth. According to this time frame, this is something that we can do, but on a cheaper level. It's not gonna look that good, and it will take time. The time frame has to change. So it's not that you walk away from sales once you don't meet those type of people at their level, but try to let them understand that they're missing out on this offer, which is true, because you built some energy and time to put this offer together, which is something that you would want them to look at, right? So don't walk away from the sale, but make sure that you let them know of what they are gonna miss if they use this. Now, I don't go cheap. This is known for me. I don't go cheap. I just go according to my standards, and I like to select the type of people I work with, because I cannot help everyone and I cannot support everyone. I have a certain level of clients that I work with, and they have like some problems that I can solve. So that's mainly what I wanted to share, like between yesterday and what I wanted to share also today. I also mentioned that filming on a daily basis is actually distracting, because I have to have the camera following me everywhere, and it's just not comfortable at all. It's not comfortable from a perspective of like filming, but from a perspective, it messes up with my peace. I like to just do things and go sit down. So yeah, that's mainly it. That's mainly what I'm planning to do. That's what I'm planning to do for like today. I am already like sitting. I will be reading my books and journaling. And then after that, I will head to finish like prospecting and doing more and more. Now, understand me. Here's how you can introduce yourself. I will give you an introduction so you can get to at least take it as an idea and go work with it. So hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm Podcasting CEO. I work with businesses on growing their marketing and their sales at the same time using a podcast. So it's like I teach them how they can use a podcast as a solid marketing tool that would generally generate leads for them. And I've been doing this for the past 8 years around the US market. So pretty much I have successfully managed to grow over 60 podcasts, and right now I'd be happy to give you some insights regarding your podcast. If that's something you would want to learn more about, I'd be happy to chat. So mostly when I give this introduction, they also introduce themselves. Because everyone love this. Everyone love to have like this type of feeling of like introducing themselves, getting to know someone new. So it's that way. It's not that I'm, kind of like hungry to kind of like just catch them. Hey, people don't like this energy. They don't like the feeling of like being sold out to someone, right? So it's that they like to build relationships. They like to connect. We're human beings. We like to connect. So connect. Just connect. So sometimes they actually introduce themselves and they turn out to have like some stuff that might, help me solve problem to some, other stuff. And I can help them solve problems to other stuff. And we end up having an exchange, a service exchange. So you never know. You will never know if you don't go that path of like really getting to know someone else. Like you will never know. So take that into your advantage and leverage it. So yeah, that's part of it. And then now I'm posting like on other platforms. So LinkedIn is my platform where I'm always active, and I'm getting active also on Twitter recently and YouTube, as you can watch and see. So yeah, this is what I'm about to do today. It's Sunday. Oh my God, I just feel bad about I just feel bad about what happened yesterday. But I will include some parts of it, like just so you can have it on the video for the sake of having it. If I can. I don't know. Man. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Love you guys, and I wish you a happy sale. Bye bye.